Good morning. My name is Pamela Winfield. I'm Associate Professor in the Department of Religious Studies and also the coordinator of the Asian Studies program here at Elon. So it is my distinct honor and privilege this morning to introduce Geshe Gelek, who is the resident teacher at the Reconciling Center for the practice of Tibetan Buddhism, just down the road in Raleigh. Geshe, or I'll talk about that term in a moment. But Geshe Gelek was born in Sikkim and was educated at Sage Monastery in India. If you know anything about this is kind of like the Harvard of Buddhist studies in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So his term, Geshe, just as by way of introduction, Geshe is kind of like a PhD in the Dharma. It's the highest degree that you can obtain in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And it's not just book learning, doctrine and scriptures, but it's also ritual knowledge. It's also deep meditative insight. And in the Gelugpa tradition, it's also debate. That's kind of a hallmark of Geshe Gelek's tradition. La, the suffix la, is a term of respect and a term of endearment. And indeed, he is beloved by the community that he has really built in Raleigh, and hopefully by extension the community that now embraces him here today. So please welcome Geshe Gelek. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and good morning, and thank you for all the beautiful songs. It's really, this kind of like meditation too. So, hearing that makes your mind calm and peaceful. Thank you very much, all of you. And so, what I need to talk, like what topic?
Multi-faith.
Multi-faith?
Yes, from your back.
So I've been here 15 years. Still, my English is not that good. 15 years. Still studying a little bit, not really studying, learning a few here and there. So this is my second visit to Elon College. I've been here, not in this building, I think like 6-7 years ago probably. I came here with a group of monks. So we had a wonderful time. So I'm not sure which campus now, I've kind of forgotten, but I've been here spent like 5-6 days. So, and also Guildford College too. So, and very, very happy to have this opportunity to share, importance of religious harmony. So I think it's very good having this kind of institutions at the school, because there's many young people, fresh mind, and very talented and very well educated. So there's hope. I think new generation will bring genuine peace to the communities, bringing different understanding of our own faith, our own culture, our own traditions, and maybe create. Can people hear? It's clear. So in Buddhism, so when you think about Buddhism, you think about from the two principal points. One is view. Buddhist view is everything's interdependent. Or you could say, there's nothing really, absolute reality. Everything's very, very interconnected. There's a Buddhist view. So then Buddhist conduct is nonviolence. So that includes not just human beings, that includes all the living beings. So that we should not, harm them. So best things, to benefit them. If not, then at least we shouldn't harm them. That's the Buddhist conduct. So then probably most of you already know about His Holiness Dalai Lama. You heard about him. So he is the one which Tibetan people look up to, particularly when it comes down on the spiritual practice. We very much look up to His Holiness Dalai Lama. And you know, His Holiness Dalai Lama is wherever he goes, he always trying to bring, he's always interested in interfaith dialogue and discussions. And he says that's one of his goals in his life, to bring different religious leaders together and to find how to create, religious harmonies. Unfortunately, in the past, in the history, there are, a lot of problems been created by religions. That's very, very unfortunate. So then I think probably you already know, so every religion, their core message is to forgiveness, tolerance, love, compassion, care for the poor. So we all share same message. So then sometime as religious identity become more important than the core message. Then people kind of forget the purpose of the religion is to create harmonies within the community or within yourself. So then we forget, we kind of very much caught up with this title or labels. Then so then because of that, so then so much, unfortunately, so much negative is created, name up one's own faith. So that's very unfortunate and also unnecessary. So His Holiness said, then His Holiness talks about, secular faith, also secular ethics. That means something beyond religions. So I've been teaching at the Kadamba Center last 15 years. So I never try. Right from the beginning, it's very clear from my side, for very purpose of me coming to North Carolina, Raleigh, Kadamba Center, is to share the core message of Buddhism. And I never try to convert anybody into Buddhist. So unless they ask me to perform certain rituals. So there's only been performed based on the request from the audience. In Tibet, particularly in the lay communities, people are not educated. Means they do have faith, very strong faith, and devotions towards Buddha Dharma, and they also do have really deep faith into karma. Law of causalities. Karma means what goes around. What goes around comes around. That's actually karma. That's what, whether you call it karma or not, that is karma. So people believe in that. People in the monastic community, they are the one who studies Buddhism. And the lay people, they similar like here, they come to the temple occasionally, then they light the butter lamps, all of that. So in Tibetan culture, I think Buddhism has something to offer, something to contribute to the West, particularly when it comes down on non-violence, peace, and Buddhism does have something to contribute. Because, so when you look at the history of Tibet, we have been through ups and downs, in particular after 1959. So most of you are aware what happened in Tibet. So many destructions took place inside Tibet. Not just in the monastic community, so many monasteries has been destroyed. So Tibetan people, we believe, we don't believe in retaliations. We believe, maybe this is like commonly created karma is wrapping in there. So, and also because of our belief or our religions, so we don't believe into taking people's life. So when you read the magazine, all this Tibetan people, we don't, even though we are fully capable to take people's life. No, so we choose not to. So even though there's so much suffering, it's still taking place in Tibet. It's heartbreaking. So as a Tibetan, living in a free country, free society, there's very little you can do for that. But it's still, it's very heartbreaking. But because of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he's always preaching, the problem needs to be solved through dialogue and through, peaceful. He follow Mahatma Gandhi's approach to gain anything, maybe some kind of, autonomous regions. The Tibetan people can practice their own faith freely, and to express their whatever they think, and they express that freely without worrying about somebody going to put them into jail. So that's what will happen. So anyway, so you heard last couple of years, so many people lives been lost. Most of them are young, early 20, mid 20, early 30. Some of them 50, but most of them are below 30. So many of them now, probably 108. That's so that each person could destroy many, many lives. They are fully capable. They could take many, many lives with them, but they choose not to take because they believe it's not good to harm any living beings. So they then out of desperation, so what they do, they just take their lives. So get some attention to what is happening in Tibet. So this, I think, all based on culture. Then culture is very deeply rooted into Buddhism. So then you don't believe in harming other sentient beings. So then, as a Buddhist, in practical point of view, it's unrealistic thinking that everybody will become Buddhist. That's not going to happen. In even the Buddha's lifetime, there are still people who don't practice Buddhism. So then, hoping that everybody will become Christian, that's unrealistic thought. So then, putting so much energy on that, and then creating, so His Holiness says, because of the different mentalities, different mindset, and several truth is necessary rather than one truth. So that's out of questions. So then, what we can do now as a believing in religions, what we can do is bringing all the religion together to make sure that we all clearly understand the purpose of very existing religion is to serve humanity. We can serve humanity out of jealousy, anger, pride, resentment. So only way we can serve humanity fruitfully is through compassion and loving kindness. So His Holiness says, it's not because there's so much problem in the world, it's not lack of religions. Religion has been there throughout histories. People have been saying prayer, not just lack of saying prayer, people have been saying prayer throughout the histories. What is lacking is compassion. Compassion. So from the Buddhist point of view, the compassion means, the definition of compassion is if your friend is struggling to reach something for the sake of happiness, then you are there to help to get that. So then that's why you say, I have compassion to you. So when you say, I love, definition of love is like some of your friends struggling to overcome something. So then you are there to help to overcome their difficulties. So then that's the love of definitions. So that's what I what I do at the center, Kadamba Center. So every Sunday we get together, we talk about, and this all start, it says that if you like first how that began with oneself. The Shantideva, the Indian master, I think taught this book, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, like I think 8th centuries. That book is very widely practiced in Tibet. It has like 100 pages. In monastery, monks memorize. We are very good in memorizing. So when I became American citizens, so there's like, you need to take the test. So there's 100 questions. For me, it's quite easy because I'm pretty good in memorizing. So I memorize all of them. So then when I went to test, there'll be no blank spot because I know them by heart. Because we train to memorize. In the monastery, in the class, you are not allowed to bring any books. We debate, each class has like 50 people. Everybody remembers materials by their heart. We are not allowed to bring any books in the debate class. So, the monks are very good that we memorize 100 and 200. Some monks, they memorize 1,000 pages. That's part of the exam. So you go there, you give to the books to the person who's sitting there. That person opens, says, read some few sentences, then you have to finish the rest of the sentence. So then, this page will be tuned randomly. First page, then like 10, then about 20. So you have to say, so then they will write it down, okay, you memorize 300 pages. So then based on that, then you get some prize. Anyway, so Shantideva said in that book, like say, somebody who even don't have a dream, didn't dreams about helping oneself and how you could help other people. Helping others begin with helping yourself. So it's very important. So one of my important things, regardless whether we believe in religion or not believe in religion, long as we are human. So, and from Buddhist point of view, every human life is considered as very sacred or precious.
This morning is a foretaste of Geshe Gelek.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is
I'm like
say thank you for this morning. And
Okay.
We'll spend more
Okay. I thought I'm going out of the.
so the students can get back to class.
Okay.
I just want to say a couple of things. We want to spend more time with this beautiful, delightful human being that is Geshe Gelek. This afternoon, he will be hosting a sitting and talking a bit about meditation and the importance of meditation. That'll be right through the wall there at 4:15. And then at 5:30, he will be giving a talk with some question and answer time entitled Calming Your Mind and Ocean. So I'm glad you're all here. Just want to tell you a couple other things. Next Friday, a week from tomorrow, is Holi, the Hindu festival of color, where we throw color around over there in the quad.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
And then, next week, there's a couple other things coming up with Muslim chaplain being on campus to give a talk next Wednesday night. And most importantly, I thank you again for being here all day with us.